Benchmark 3 самый топовый смартфон когда-либо. Обязательно подписывайтесь на мой канал.
And today I have an AnTuTu benchmark run between the OnePlus 8 Pro, Oppo Find X2 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, Oppo Ace 2, Realme X50 Pro, Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro, Redmi K30 Pro Zoom Edition, Xiaomi Black Shark 3 Pro, and the Nubia Red Magic 5G. 9 phones on my table, the most phones I've ever had. 3 phones on the left hand side have 12 gigs of RAM. The rest of them are all paired with 8 gigs of RAM. It shouldn't affect the test since it's about speed of the RAM and not really about the amount of the RAM on each individual device. We have all of the softwares updated to the latest software update since we do have updatable drivers with the Snapdragon 865 processing chip. The 3 phones on the left are 120 Hz panels. The phone all the way on the right hand side, the Nubia Red Magic 5G has 144 Hz panel, and then the rest of them have 90 Hz panel with the exception of the Redmi K30 Pro, which is capped at just 60 Hz, so it shouldn't make much of a difference to the final results of this AnTuTu benchmark run. Moving on from this, we have QHD plus resolutions on the 3 phones on the left hand side, as well as the Black Shark 3 Pro, though we have dropped them to Full HD plus since that is what's native on the rest of the devices over here, so we're trying to keep things a little bit more even when going through the AnTuTu benchmark run version 8.3.3. We've also enabled all of the high performance or gaming centric modes on every single device, though strangely the Black Shark 3 Pro doesn't give you an option to add AnTuTu to Shark Space, so we're not going to be using any form of high performance on the Black Shark. Guys, this is Technic and these are 9 monstrous Snapdragon 865 processing chip phones. I can't wait to see the results. Without further ado, let's go. We're going to quickly do a start of battery percentage, battery degrees in Celsius, as well as CPU degrees in Celsius at the start of the test here. The coolest in the CPU department being the Samsung. We'll refer this to the end of the test to see what gets increased or decreased across all 9 devices. I have just made sure that we do have all the performance modes on, and we have super performance mode on the Nubia, which we have just enabled there through GameSpace. We're currently running at 100% real time, as you can see at the bottom over there. When we speed things up, that will be 2400%. We started the 3 phones on the left at the same time, 4 phones in the middle at the same time, and then 2 gaming phones on the right hand side at the same time. So if you see the phones on the left going slightly quicker than the phones on the right, it is because I don't have more than 2 hands. Sorry for that, guys, but seriously, 9 Snapdragon 865 processing chip phones, the most amount of phones I have had in one video on my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for crazy mass comparisons just like this one. And if you guys are interested in huge comparison videos such as these 9 phones all bundled together, let me know. I will be doing charge and drain tests on all 9 devices very soon, so please stay tuned for that one, guys. So far all of them look really nice and smooth during this AnTuTu version 8 race over here. This is my favorite part of AnTuTu version 8, which is the terracotta soldiers. This is actually in a province called Xi'an in China, and I have seen the terracotta soldiers. They've made it look quite a bit different for the test with all the snow and stuff. It looks absolutely phenomenal in the test. You can see a bit of jitteriness on all of the devices. Snapdragon's 865 is run on 7nm plus technology. It is doing a fantastic job across the board, but this is a very heavy part of the test. That's why you see a little bit of a jitteriness here, even with high refresh rate panels. Now, even though we have high refresh rate panels here, a lot of them, except for the Redmi K30 Pro, it doesn't mean that we're necessarily using them when running the AnTuTu version 8 test over here. It just means that we have that accessibility. So I just thought that I'd let you guys know the specs of these devices as well. I know that AnTuTu has currently been removed from the Google Play Store. If you guys would like it, just head on to Google and type in AnTuTu version 8 APK download, and you can download it from there. The latest version is 8.3.3, which is what I am currently running on all of these phones over here. So far, you can actually see some of the phones in the middle have actually surpassed the phones on the left-hand side, but the high score doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to finish first. It's not really a time race here, it's more of a score race. I have gone back down to 100% real time here just so that you guys can see the refresh rate panels. I'm not quite sure if AnTuTu actually let high refresh rate panels use the software, but there it is anyway. At the end of the test, we have the phone dropping the most in battery percentage, being the 2 Oppos over here and the Red Magic 5G dropping by 6%. The one that added the most in...
В итоге Xiaomi Black Shark 3 стал реально мощным смартфоном, но он не круче флагманов в списке. И хочется отметить, что Black Shark 3 тоже греется очень сильно, 41,7 градусов. Еще он смог противостоять на мощном Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra в 2020 году. Это реально топовый смартфон, купите сразу. И вы никогда не пожалеете о оттенках. Короче, подписывайтесь на мой канал и всем удачи, пока.